Hey, this is Cadillac, and you're back with the Cage Rage podcast, and we're here talking about wage rage, where you can make money, stick it in your pocket, or buy your girlfriend that diamond ring. Whatever you want to do. Stick money in your pocket. Be smart. Hey, I'm here with your fighting boxing analyst and expert, Anthony Scott Piatt, and we are here to tell you how to win money this weekend. There is a plethora of boxing, MMA, wrestling, grappling, you name it, combat sports. If you want to know about combat sports, smash that button below, hit the subscribe button, tune into the Cage Rage podcast every day, every week, all the time. Share it with all your friends. Let everybody know, because that, my friends, is how you're going to learn more and more and more about MMA, about boxing, and about how to make money off of all of them. So Scotty's our boxing expert. He is 64-3-1 the last I checked. Now that's pretty good for the year. If I'm off a little bit, I'm off a little bit. But if I'm off a little bit, it's probably not in our favor. So believe me, if you're hitting over 60 fights right, you're doing okay, and you ought to be betting with us. So let's get right to it, because I took a minute too long. Listen, we've got a fight Saturday, February 2nd, 2019, in London, England, for DAZN. That is DAZN, DAZN. The app, you can get it for free. It's super fast. I signed up in less than 5 minutes. I was signed up completely, start to finish. We got a couple big boys to start out a 10-round match. Craig Richards and Jake Bell. Tell me about them, Scotty. What's going on?
Yeah, I like this fight right here. Craig Richards is a plus 140 underdog. He's coming in at 13-1, never been knocked out, only 7 knockouts. He's fighting Jake Ball. Jake's a negative 160 favorite, 12-1 with 1 knockout. He's only knocked out 9 people. The one time he's been beat, he's been knocked out. Now, he beat an 11-0 Joe Sheriff, but Joe only had 3 knockouts when he was 11-0. His loss was to J.J. McDonough, and boy, Jake Ball went to sleep. And what I started noticing is when he got hit by J.J., he was done. He was real done. He has a suspect chin, in my opinion, and when I look at his record, I think his promoter probably knows he has a suspect chin, and he's matched him against guys. When you would look up his record, first he fights the early guys and the bums, but then he started fighting guys with better records. But as I clicked into them and got into their record, the guys that had better records weren't knockout artists. Yeah. So he can beat guys that don't have knockouts, you see. Yeah. So I think he's got a suspect chin. That's why Craig Richards is my dog pick for this fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dog pick. Richards, knockout in 3. So I'm picking him, not just watching him. I believe he's going to win the fight, and he's a plus 140. So your 100 will make you 140. You get 240 back. That's the fight you're going to make your money on the DAZN on Friday night. Speaking of which, Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn. Shout out to them for bringing this. I've got my issues with Eddie for how he's isolating AJ, but hey, you make your money for your boys. I get that's what you do, but well, step up and fight Fury and Wilder, and I'll have a lot of respect for you, Eddie. But other than that, thanks to them for bringing these fights. He's part of the DAZN. So Sky Network in the UK. This one's in London at the O2 Arena. Big fight. So just thanks for him for bringing it. Part of that whole deal. ESPN, Showtime, and now the DAZN. All 3 in a weekend. Good deal. So yeah.
So regardless of what Klitschko says, Eddie Hearn's doing a pretty good job as a promoter. And that is your dog watch. One more time. Tell them about your dog watch.
Dog watch, Craig Richards. He's 13-1 with 7 knockouts. I think he can knock out Jake Ball. Knockout in the 3rd by Richards. The underdog dog pick.
You heard it here first. Okay, moving on up. Hit the ladder there for me, Scotty.
Second of our 3 fights is a middleweight 12 rounds. Rasheed Abolaji versus Felix Cash. Felix Cash, huge favorite. Negative 4,000. He's 10-0 with 6 knockouts. Abolaji 11-4. He's been knocked out twice. He lost to Sam Sheedy in the UK. This is a Nigerian fighter. Hadn't fought a lot out of Nigeria or in Africa. He's fighting in the UK again. The only other time he did lost to Sam Sheedy by decision. And so I'm going to stick with the simple one on this. Nothing to bet. You're looking for cash. I will give you a twist, though. I think Abolaji retires in the corner. TKO in the 6th, but it'll actually be an RTD, retired. That's my sort of weird twist.
Okay.
If you can find someone that'll let you bet on the retire, I'm picking him to retire in the corner. I think he'll be overwhelmed by cash and just know he can't go on. He'll quit around the 6th or the 7th round.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so on up to the last fight of the night then. What do we got?
Last one, Sergio Garcia fighting out of Spain. He's a plus 200 underdog, 28-0 with 13 KOs. But this is his first fight out of Spain. He's not very mobile. He's going to stand and fight. He's fighting Ted Cheeseman, the Big Cheese they call him.
Big Cheese.
He's 15-0. Yeah, nine knockouts, 15-0. He's a pressure fighter.
Yeah.
So I do like the matchup you've got here. You've got Ted Cheeseman, who is a pressure fighter. He stalks, he hunts, he moves. And then you've got Sergio that kind of stands his ground. And so their styles are going to butt up. Now, if Sergio can stand his ground and land a few punches because he can really plant and sit into them, then you kind of get Cheeseman's attention and you can stop some of that pressure. He's going to be wary of coming in at you. So it's going to be a bit of a chess match, a guy that wants to come in and a guy that wants to stand his ground. I'm going to give it to Cheeseman, but only by decision. Cheeseman by decision. I think Sergio has a good chance of hanging in there. As I say, he does stand his ground, so he'll have to land some good shots. That'll be his best defense, will be a good offense. So if Garcia can do that, he'll make it the whole fight. If he can't, he gets knocked out. Cheeseman by decision. That's the call.
Okay, so where's your money at on this one? One more time so everybody knows. Run through it, Scotty.
I would probably leave the money on the main event alone, and on Rasheed Abolaji. Definitely leave that one alone. He's outclassed. But Craig Richards, that's our dog pick. I'm actually picking him as the underdog, so it's a plus 140. I don't suggest a dog watch at plus 140, but a dog pick we suggest. You know.
Yeah. Okay, so put your money on that dog pick, and that's going to be your money for the night. Don't forget you got the ESPN Plus going on as well. That's going to be a real entertaining show. And then the night before, we've got Showtime's doing a show. So boxing. Not to mention there's a bunch of MMA this weekend too. So check us out for Wage Rage for our MMA. That's coming up tomorrow. We're going to get that shot. We'll have all these up before Friday so you can make your bets. Hey, thanks for coming. Don't forget to smash it. Let everybody know. Subscribe, share. Let everybody know what's happening with us. We love you. Thank you for showing up. Namaste.
Hey, Fuzzy, you look like a boy. There, you. Does that look like a boy? No, but it doesn't look like you either. You look like a boy, a little black boy. Where are you? Where are you?
What is it, dear?
Can't go to school. It's awful. My hair. Billy said I look like a black boy.
You look like no such thing.